don't know what it is, but every time I hear the word Winchester, I always think of this.
So, what is the plan then?
The Winchester?
Your anger will never defeat us.
So Winchester is a new horror film that's inspired by actual events. And in Winchester we follow Dr. Price, played by Jason Clarke, who is sent to the Winchester mansion to psychologically evaluate Sarah Winchester, played by Helen Mirren, to see if she is fit to run her company. And while he's there, he comes across the ghost of the Winchester mansion. Alright guys, so let's get into Winchester. In terms of what I actually did like about this movie, this is the most I can say. Jason Clarke and Helen Mirren are trying their hardest. They are trying their hardest to give this movie more credit than it actually deserves. And in terms of the actual Winchester mansion, the production design is actually quite good. Like, the production design was honestly the best part about this movie. Before I go on to everything I did not like about this movie, I just want to let you guys know that I love a good ghost story. I love the paranormal. So going into this film, I was hoping for a fun, maybe a cool ghost story involving the Winchester mansion. But unfortunately, this ghost story was just generic as can be. This movie takes place in the Winchester mansion. The Winchester mansion, one of the most haunted places in America. And given the events that have transpired in that mansion, you feel like this could have been a really cool ghost story, but I feel like they didn't take advantage of anything. They instead make this into the most generic and the most basic ghost story they could have possibly done with it. And nothing really interesting happens, and it's so uninteresting that it's so boring. I was just bored during this movie. My friend who I took with me, after the first 10 minutes, said to me, "I'm gonna go to sleep," and I said to them, I don't blame you, and I envied that they went to sleep. I would have rather have taken a nap than watch the entirety, almost 2 hours of this film. Yeah, almost 2 hours. When this movie actually does try to do something interesting, it happens so late to the point where I just did not care. I think I checked out of this movie, I think 30 to 45 minutes, and once that interesting thing did happen, which could have been cool, had the movie been actually interesting, I just was like this. I mean, alright. Now let's get on to the actual scares of this movie. I'm sorry guys, I laugh when I say scares because when this movie actually tried to be scary, it was pathetic. I mean, I have never seen such a lazy and such a generic horror movie like this in years. And when this movie actually tried to be scary, every single scare is a jump scare. And when I mean every single scare, I mean every single scare was a jump scare. Not a single thing made me jump, not even a flinch, not even like it didn't feel like the filmmakers were actually trying to be scary. Like, it just felt like, here, let's put a ghost right there, let's put a ghost right there, and let's pray that someone will be scared during this movie. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he mentioned that there was either two types of scares in this movie. The scare where either someone looks into like a cracked door or some type of entry of some type and a face pops up, or when the camera dollies back and something pops up. Those are the main two scares, and I saw every single one of them come. And every time one of those came, it was accompanied by a loud sound. Filmmakers, can we please stop doing this? See, at least with Insidious: The Last Key, now that movie isn't even that great, but at least Insidious: The Last Key tried something different with its horror. At least something. And there are, of course, a few false alarm jump scares which only pissed me off more. There's always that one white shot in a horror film where it goes zips from right to left of the frame. How it was done, the execution was so pathetic that it had me and my friend giggling. Like, it was that bad. Considering the directors of this film, the Spielberg brothers, who had done Predestination, a film that I really dug, and I realized before shooting this that they did Daybreakers, a really good vampire movie, so what happened to you guys? Imagine the Winchester like this. Imagine going to Halloween Horror Nights, whether you're in Hollywood, California, or in Orlando, Florida, and you go through probably the laziest haunted house ride or walkthrough you could possibly go through. That's the Winchester movie in a nutshell. Now, I can definitely say this about Winchester. It's not the worst horror film out there. I have seen far worse than this. But in terms of generic and laziness, this is easily one of the most generic and lazy horror films I have seen in years. But yeah, all in all, Winchester was just generic and lazy. It felt like it was on autopilot the whole time, and I'm gonna give Winchester a 0.5 out of 5. The reason why this movie doesn't get a straight 0 is because Jason Clarke and Helen Mirren were actually trying, and there is some good production design, but otherwise, guys, skip this movie. I'm gonna recommend you guys something else to see instead of this movie about the Winchester house. There is a great show called Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel. The show did 2 episodes on the Winchester house. The stuff that they did at the Winchester house was actually way more frightening and so much more interesting than the movie is. So if you guys want to see something actually cool about the Winchester house, please check out the show Ghost Adventures. You will not be disappointed about it, especially if you're into the paranormal like I am. Alright guys, so comment out and let me know below, what is the most generic horror film that you have ever seen? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and I'm also on Snapchat. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Winchester. If so, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you want to see more reviews just like this one. If you guys want to see my review of Maze Runner The Death Cure, please click right here. And if you guys want to see my review of 12 Strong, please click right here. And until the next review, I'll see you guys next time.